Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 5 of your remote learning. We are still in the magnetism unit. So last week you did a really good job making your Ignite presentations. I know with those they can be kind of a little disorienting at first to make the Ignite videos because you don't realize how quick 15 seconds goes and how fast you have to talk, or sometimes you can slow it down if necessary, but you really do have to kind of be very quick as you go through those Ignite presentations. So nice work making your first one. Kind of like I said in last week's video, that is going to be something that becomes a little bit more common, especially with a lot of what we're doing just in our society going to the more virtual side. Those virtual kind of TED Talks, kind of quick hitter videos are going to become a lot more common. And like I said, I've seen them becoming more common in the collegiate level, and they will start to become more common in the professional level as well. Especially if you took a look at that website, they showed you a lot of professional examples that have kind of already been started and have already been viewed by a wide range of the public. So for this week, we are going to be moving into some of the AP stuff. We will do a little bit more of the AP stuff the week after, but not too much, as we do have to move on to the nuclear and relativity unit after this, because we do still have to finish our content before the AP2 exam, which has been moved to May 11th. So we do have a little bit more time than before, but we still do have to finish our content by then. And then after that, we'll do a little bit more application stuff that I think is pretty fun. But sticking with the AP stuff this week, on Monday, you are going to be viewing everyone's Ignite presentation. So sometime in the morning of Monday, so Monday morning today, or last evening, you should have been emailed a link that has all 3 of your classmates' videos, and then obviously you have to view your other 2 classmates, and then your assignment for the viewing is there. Do note that your assignment for Monday is due by midnight tonight. And one thing that you're going to notice throughout this playlist is I do give you a bunch of optional activities. Hopefully the 2 videos were helpful. I know that the Giancoli is not always the most helpful, so I did give you a couple optional activities, links, readings, PowerPoint, so that you can use sometime this week if you need something additional, if something's just not making sense, because there are a lot of conceptual pieces to magnetism. So sometimes having a different resource helps you kind of have that aha moment. You're like, oh, okay, this clicks together. I know that was one of the big things with our E&M class in college, and everybody said it, and I heard it coming up as an undergrad, and then I experienced it once I finally kind of got into that senior level course, where it takes a little bit with E&M where you're like, I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. And then there's kind of the spark where you're like, I get it. I get all of it. So hopefully that it either happened already, or some of these additional resources, maybe that link that you need to say, I got it. Okay, this makes sense. It will happen if it hasn't happened already. All right, so then we're going to kind of move on throughout the week. Like I said, you're going to have some optional activities. One of the things that came back with the reflection was that the simulations were very helpful. Unfortunately, there's not a plethora of simulations for magnetism, but what I found, I did give you. One of the links I did find to be very helpful. So these 2 are kind of fairly simple examples, whereas I think this last one does a much better job of kind of showing you all of the pieces. And then, like always, we have a couple book problems. Don't forget that in a past, I think in each of the past playlists, I did give you the link so you can check your answers to that online solution. And again, here's another optional. And then as we go through, you have the College Board AP problems, which I did have set to unlock for Sunday at midnight. So hopefully that worked. If it didn't, let me know. And then on Thursday, you have your old AP exam problem. So I gave you it's technically like set number 2, and then I did call it the final problems. That's just how it was printed out from last year. I do have a couple more problems that I'm most likely going to give you the following Monday, but that would be the last thing that we're going to do. So pretty standard week, got a bunch of problems to do, things to view, optional activities, and that's pretty much it for this week. We'll finish up magnetism the following week at the beginning, and then like I said, we will move on to nuclear and relativity, which is a really fun unit. So if you kind of thought this one was a little bland, or maybe you thought this one was really exciting, I do think the next unit, our final unit, is kind of neat. It's a very kind of mind-bending unit. So that's why I really like to finish off with this one. All right, have a good week. Talk soon.